What would you do if you discovered that everything you believed about a public figure was carefully constructed? Today we're uncovering the jaw-dropping moment when Elon Musk walked into a courtroom with evidence so shocking it left Whoopi Goldberg visibly shaken and in tears. This isn't just another celebrity feud, it's a battle that could reshape the entire media landscape and change how we consume information forever. The bombshell Musk dropped has sent shockwaves through Hollywood, leaving everyone wondering what terrible secret has been hiding in plain sight all these years, and why did this revelation cause one of television's most composed personalities to completely break down? Buckle up, because the truth is more explosive than anyone could have imagined. The tension between Elon Musk and Whoopi Goldberg had been building for months before it finally erupted into the public eye. These two influential figures, representing different worlds and ideologies, found themselves locked in an escalating war of words that would eventually lead to a courtroom confrontation. Goldberg, a beloved television host and cultural icon with decades in the entertainment industry, had become one of Musk's most vocal critics. Using her platform on The View, she repeatedly expressed concerns about Musk's handling of Twitter after his acquisition, characterizing his changes as dangerous and potentially harmful to public discourse. Goldberg didn't hold back in her criticism, calling Musk's platform a battlefield for hate and misinformation, and condemning his business decisions, from mass layoffs to monetizing verification. Her comments resonated with her audience, many of whom shared her concerns about the direction of the social media platform. But Musk, never one to back down from a public challenge, responded with his characteristic directness. Rather than simply dismissing Goldberg's criticisms, he began hinting at something more sinister at play, suggesting that her attacks were motivated by something beyond mere disagreement. The situation took a dramatic turn when Musk posted a cryptic message on his social media platform, "I have a receipt." Those 4 words sent the internet into a frenzy of speculation. What could Musk possibly have? Was this just another provocative statement designed to stir controversy, or did he genuinely possess evidence that would change everything? His followers rallied behind him, eager to see what he might reveal, while Goldberg's supporters dismissed the claim as an empty threat meant to intimidate her into silence. Days later, Musk doubled down with another cryptic post. "The truth will be revealed soon." This only intensified public interest, with social media users dissecting every word and trying to predict what might come next. Some speculated that Musk had uncovered evidence of a coordinated effort to damage his reputation, while others believed he was simply creating drama to distract from his own controversial actions. The ambiguity of his statements only fueled the fire, creating a perfect storm of anticipation and uncertainty. What started as a war of words soon evolved into something more serious. Legal experts began weighing in on the possibility of a defamation lawsuit, with many suggesting that Musk might have grounds to take legal action against Goldberg. If her statements had caused measurable harm to his business or reputation, he could potentially seek damages. The prospect of such a high-profile case sent shockwaves through media circles, with many wondering what precedent it might set for the future of public discourse. As rumors of a potential lawsuit gained traction, insider sources began leaking information to the press. According to these anonymous tipsters, Musk had been quietly building a case against Goldberg for months, collecting evidence of what he believed to be a coordinated effort to undermine him. These rumors, whether true or not, added fuel to an already blazing fire, turning what might have been a passing disagreement into a full-blown media sensation. Goldberg, for her part, remained steadfast in her position. On her show, she addressed the growing controversy directly, stating that she stood by her comments and would not be intimidated by threats of legal action. "I have a right to my opinion," she declared, "and I will continue to speak my truth." Her supporters rallied around her, praising her courage in standing up to one of the world's richest and most powerful men. But beneath the surface, insiders claimed that Goldberg was more concerned than she let on, with some suggesting that she had consulted with legal experts about how to respond if Musk did indeed file a lawsuit. As the tension between these two titans escalated, it began to draw in other high-profile figures. Notable personalities from the tech world voiced their support for Musk, arguing that he was fighting for free speech against those who would seek to control the narrative. Meanwhile, figures from traditional media largely sided with Goldberg, seeing her as a defender of responsible journalism against the chaos of unregulated social media. The battle lines were being drawn, and it was becoming clear that this conflict represented something much larger than a personal disagreement. Former Fox News host Tucker Carlson entered the fray, publicly supporting Musk and criticizing Goldberg and others for what he called hypocrisy regarding free speech. "They claim to champion free expression," Carlson stated in a viral video, "but only when it aligns with their own views." His comments added another dimension to the controversy, transforming it from a personal dispute into a broader cultural debate about power, influence, and who gets to control the flow of information in our society. Major news outlets couldn't resist the story, with publications like the New York Times and CNN dedicating significant coverage to the developing situation. Journalists began investigating both Musk and Goldberg, digging into their past statements and actions in search of inconsistencies or hidden motives. The scrutiny was intense, with every aspect of their public lives being examined under a microscope. This media frenzy only heightened public interest, turning what might have been a momentary clash into a sustained cultural phenomenon. Legal experts brought in to analyze the situation painted a complex picture. While Musk certainly had the resources to pursue a lengthy legal battle, defamation cases are notoriously difficult to win, especially for public figures. To succeed, Musk would need to prove not only that Goldberg's statements were false, but also that they were made with actual malice, meaning she either knew they were false or showed reckless disregard for their truth or falsity. This high bar has protected countless public figures from legal consequences for their statements, but some experts wondered if Musk's cryptic hints suggested he had evidence that might clear this hurdle. The potential consequences of such a case extended far beyond the individuals involved. If Musk were to prevail, it could set a precedent that would chill public criticism of powerful figures, potentially reshaping the landscape of public discourse. On the other hand, if Goldberg emerged victorious, it might embolden critics of the tech elite, leading to even more pointed criticism of figures like Musk. Either way, the outcome would have far-reaching implications for how we discuss power and influence in our society. As speculation about the lawsuit reached a fever pitch, rumors began circulating about what exactly Musk's receipt might be. Some suggested he had evidence of coordination between Goldberg and other media figures to damage his reputation. Others believed he had uncovered financial connections that might explain her criticism. The most extreme theories proposed that Musk had discovered something truly damaging about Goldberg herself, something that might explain her emotional reaction when confronted with the evidence. The truth, when it finally emerged, was more complex than anyone had anticipated. In a dramatic courtroom scene, Musk presented documents suggesting that Goldberg's criticism was not merely her own opinion, but part of a coordinated effort involving several media organizations. The evidence included emails, text messages, and financial records that painted a picture of behind-the-scenes manipulation of public opinion. While not definitive proof of malice, it was enough to raise serious questions about the independence of media figures like Goldberg. Witnesses described Goldberg's reaction as one of shock and distress. According to those present, she appeared visibly shaken by the evidence presented, at one point becoming so overwhelmed that she had to request a brief recess. When she returned, her demeanor had changed entirely, the confident, outspoken personality replaced by someone who seemed genuinely rattled by what had been revealed. This transformation did not go unnoticed by the media, with images of a tearful Goldberg quickly spreading across social platforms. What made the situation even more compelling was the broader context. This wasn't just about two celebrities at odds. It represented a fundamental clash between old and new media, between traditional gatekeepers of information and the disruptive forces of technology. Musk, with his vast wealth and control over platforms like X, represented a new kind of power that traditional media figures found threatening. Goldberg, as a respected voice in mainstream media, embodied the established order that was increasingly being challenged by figures like Musk. As the dust begins to settle on this extraordinary confrontation, one thing is clear: nothing will be quite the same again. The battle between Musk and Goldberg has exposed the fault lines in our information ecosystem, revealing the complex web of relationships and interests that shape what we see and hear. It has forced us to confront uncomfortable questions about who we trust and why, about the hidden forces that influence our perceptions of public figures and events. In a world where information is power, this clash represents something far more significant than a personal dispute. It's a battle for the future of truth itself, for who gets to decide what constitutes reality in our increasingly fragmented media landscape. As we move forward, we would do well to remember this moment, to carry with us the understanding that things are rarely as simple as they seem, and that even our most trusted sources may have motivations and connections hidden from view. The true power lies not with those who control the platforms or dominate the airwaves, but with those who maintain the capacity for critical thinking, who question narratives regardless of their source, and who recognize that in the complex world of media and influence, the most dangerous thing we can do is assume we know the whole story.